Hi everyone, Aiden here with etrailer. And today we're going to be taking a look at this utility deck from Trxstle for their Geryon Bike Rack System. Now, the utility deck is just this piece you see on the front here. It's going to give you a mounting point for, say, some larger tools or items that are a bit bulky. And the Geryon Rack System is going to be their bike packing rack. That's the rest of the structure you see across our bike here. And that's going to allow you to add accessories and carry extra stuff with you. So if you don't already have that base system, be sure to check it out and see if it's the right option for you. But if you do and you're looking to expand it, then the utility deck could be the right option for you. So let's check it out. Now the way we have this set up today is with one of Trxstle's fly boxes up front, not mounted to the utility deck, but to the Geryon rack itself, and then our fly fishing rod on that utility deck. We're using the included cinch straps that came with the Geryon. So if you want to pick up extra, then you'll have to find those here at etrailer and add them to your kit, because the rack just comes here with that big piece of metal that you mount to and the hardware required to get it mounted to the Geryon. Popping the fly rod off though, we can get a better look at that utility deck underneath. You'll notice that there is a lot of different slots to choose from, all designed perfectly to size up with these cinch straps. So if we need to run them front to back or side to side, we can do that at various points. Plus there's going to be just a few regular holes, so if we wanted to custom mount something or bolt it to the rack, we could. And then right in the middle, there's the mounting hardware included, and that's just going to line up on the Geryon to some threaded holes on the front platform. You can put this in 3 positions: close, middle, or far away from the handlebars, just based off how you want it to fit for your bike. Now, as far as your dimensions go, from side to side, this utility deck is going to be 33.5 inches wide, and it's going to be a little under 4 inches deep. So keep that in mind as you're choosing to mount things up here. If you want to, say, put a shovel on here to go do some trail maintenance, it's probably going to want to be a shorter shovel. And you also got to think, mounting things sideways like this, you're going to be adding more and more width to your bike. Already, this is sitting wider than my handlebars here, so if you really are going on some tight trails, you got to keep that in mind. If you find yourself in a tricky spot where you maybe got some trees close to you, you might need to just hop off and walk the bike through those sections, depending on how hard you're riding. Now, the front platform of the Geryon can handle 15 pounds, and the utility deck does not increase that weight capacity or anything. The deck itself weighs a little under 1.5 pounds, so pretty lightweight, and it doesn't take away from that already limited weight capacity too much. So whatever you end up strapping down to the deck, make sure it's under 13.5 pounds. And of course, when you do get this all loaded up, it's really important, again, to get the positioning right. You've got those 3 options to choose from, and depending on what you're putting here, that could potentially be a clearance issue for your handlebars as you're making turns. Luckily, our fly fishing rod is pretty short, so it's not going to cause any major issues while I'm going out and biking, but it's just something to consider, because while the rack is pretty useful, it's nice to carry extra stuff with you, it is going to be kind of in an awkward spot, right in front of your handlebars, sticking out so far. You just got to watch out for it. But depending on the adventures you're going on, this might be absolutely essential to make trekking your gear out to your destination so much easier. So depending on how you're using it, you'll just have to run into those issues and kind of deal with it as a case-by-case basis. And you probably have a bike rack on your vehicle to get your bike to your destination. And it's good to know that likely your bike rack won't interfere with the utility deck. It's going to be sitting on top of the Geryon rack, so if your rack already clears with the hook, then the deck's probably going to be fine. The thing I just watch out for is bike-to-bike clearance and bike-to-vehicle clearance, because, like we mentioned before, this is so wide. And if you're carrying more than one bike, that's probably going to cause some issues. Or if your bike sits really close to your vehicle already, this is going to sit lower and wider. So if you've got, say, like an SUV with a back hatch or a window here that already has maybe some clearance issues with your handlebars, the deck will likely cause more issues. It's just something to watch out for, and it'll be kind of a case-by-case basis thing. But of course, I would also recommend just not loading stuff up on the deck during transport. The cinch straps and everything I think will be perfectly secure when you're biking, but going down highway speeds, I would personally just leave it unloaded and get it all ready whenever I get to my site. But overall, I think it's a really solid addition to the Geryon rack. Of course, if you don't already have one, you can check out our review to learn more about it and see if it's the right fit for you. But my name was Aiden here with eTrailer, taking a look at the utility rack from Trxstle. Thanks for watching.